Their water is like not drinkable right now because of everything that's going on, right? So they have this undrinkable water. They want water. They also want heat because they're freezing. So what do? You boil the water, and that should ideally get rid of a lot, okay? A lot of things that could be in there. But if you're actually going to distill it properly, so now you get better water. Yeah, because a lot of the bad things have been boiled off or killed. But if you really want the most pure water, what you would do, instead of leaving it in the same container, at which point anything that's heavier than water is still in there, right? Like that's not great, but it does get rid of a lot. It kills things because it gets warm. Like that makes it better water. So that's what's happening in Texas right now is they're like, our water is contaminated because of all the different things that are going on. And so now if you boil it, you will be able to drink the water. It's like legit stuff. But what if you have salt water? Anyone drink salt water when you're really tired or really thirsty?
Oh yeah.
Have you ever? No, have you? Yesterday we had some students drinking expired milk. That was exciting. They were taking expired milk shots. Yeah. So they'll be writing. Yeah. So I guess in student council when I said throw away the milk now, they took that as let's take milk shots. So that's fun. So they'll be writing a paper for me. You know who it is, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, you know who it is too. Okay, cool. Yeah. What?
Whoa, what are you talking about?
Don't call anyone out. Whoa, hold on, don't be calling people. Ryan was in line to be president until Taylor viciously stole the job away from him. What are you doing?
I was too. Brother, I tell you
It's
what,
like-
you'll be next president.
That's the one. This is why the student teacher divide
Oh, you
exists.
know that back into.
Oh, no, you didn't?
No. Okay, calm down. Esteban doesn't know any better. I'm particularly Esteban. I'm particularly sensitive right now. Somebody took it upon themselves to enjoy lunch at my
Yeah,
desk
there's
today.
like lettuce
There was a piece of lettuce. It's gone now. I cleaned it. I sanitized it.
There's like breadcrumbs
The
all over it.
audacity.
So I'm a little bit sensitive. All right, let's bring it back. A centimeter? No way. It was like less than a millimeter.
What is this? Hurry up.
But the streak across my desk of all the rest of the lettuce that you wiped off, I'm sorry, a student wiped off, was pretty obvious. Okay. Okay, let's bring it back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. How do you get actually pure water from water that is going to have like salt water? If you boil this, the water is going to go away, and you're left with what Mr. Belanda was after lunch today, salt. So you want to somehow capture that water that has boiled away. How do you do it? Here's how you do it.
Go to water.
So you start by boiling the water, so your salt water, here. So you have your little Bunsen burner, set the flame on, try not to break the thing. That warms up, and you now get, so that was liquid, now you get gaseous water, the salt stays here. Okay? How do you capture this? So you need something else. So the way to do that is you use a fractionating column. So basically, you have a column, but you have part of it that goes off, and so you're able to capture some, not all, of the water. Okay? So some of it goes up and you lose it, some of it goes over here. I know, because it'll probably overheat and die. I think there's a thing at the top, so maybe it does capture all of it. Yeah, it'll capture all of it. There's like a little bubble here, so things don't blow up. Okay.
Yeah, it'll just go back down.
Right, so you lose that water. But the water that goes through the column then goes into another column, another one. And it is allowed to cool down up here since it's away from the heat. And there's like a little chute here, again, bubble. There's a chute, and then you get your water. So, boil the water, comes up here, cools off, falls down, and you get distilled water, or just H2O. Okay, there's a better picture of this on page 299
And this is
of
just
your book. Okay, so this is the process of distilling water. If you're in the wilderness and you're like, oh, there's this great pond water, or there's this great salt water. That's all you have. Maybe you're on the beach, you are trapped on a deserted island, whatever it might be, and you need fresh water to survive. One way you can do this is you can, so if here's the ground, you can dig a hole. Yeah, I know, right? This is like actually useful for real life. So you can dig a hole, you get like a bucket of your water, maybe you have a bowl, you're on a deserted island, you don't have water, but you do have a bowl. I don't know how it works. Find a coconut, there you go. Okay. So you have your water here, right? Now, you good? Yeah. Okay. If you put a plastic layer over the top, or like a translucent layer, or something that allows light in, but not your water to evaporate out, are you okay? Okay. Perhaps like a rain jacket that is clear, or like an emergency poncho. I assume if you're stranded on a desert island, you've like prepared something. So, find something clear, hopefully, or make something clear, which is hard to do, and put that over top. Or, like if you have a bottle, right, you could put the top of the bottle over it. And what's going to happen? The sunlight is going to come in, and it is going to heat up the water to the point where eventually some of it will evaporate. It's going to become liquid, and it's going to go and touch the top of this device that you just created. Then what's going to happen is you're going to get water droplets on this device. And if you are clever enough, you can put a cup or a bowl or whatever somewhere. Just make sure that's the lowest point on your clear thing, or like there's a little divot here. It will slide down and drip good, clean water into your cup. So, by the process of distilling, where you evaporate and then collect, you can collect good, clean, liquid water. In one of our, I know, you actually learned something useful in school. So, in our example with a balloon, right, you had your little flame. You heated up the test tube with a balloon on it. Test tube, balloon. Okay? When the balloon drooped down, right, you boiled the water, picked that up here, so you were out of water, all the water was in here in liquid form. As it cooled, what did you notice? Well, the balloon kind of got droopy, and this part was liquid water. What did I tell you to do? Well, just lift it up and the water will flow back in. But if this was gross water, you evaporated it, all the gross stuff stays here. This is distilled water now in gas form. As it cools, it will become a liquid again, and you've got good, clean H2O and nothing else.
So technically, in that experiment, we could take the balloon off and drink the water.
You can take the balloon off that is on a test tube that did gross things. And this has
Ideally, like with a new test tube, in a perfect world.
Are you in the chem lab? Are you in the chem lab?
What do you mean?
Because then I would say no. But if you weren't in the chem lab, maybe.
He's asking if you could,
Yes.
You can
Okay.
drink that water.
Thank you.
It will probably burn you. That water will probably burn you.
Okay,
So,
so
but you let it cool down, then you're good.
and is that pure H2O?
Yeah,
Like,
that's the point.
straight H2O.
Yeah, because look, you've evaporated it, so it became a liquid or a gas, and then as it cools, only the gas is going to turn into a liquid because that's all that's there. So you've gotten rid of all the solid stuff that's stuck there. Now, is it perfect? No, you'll probably get latex or whatever the balloon's made of.
But you can't drink rainwater. You see?
Yeah, why don't you drink? Yeah, but why don't you drink rainwater?
Just like you
Ryan, what do you know about
Where does that? Wait, hold on. Why don't you drink rainwater? A, if you're desperate enough, you do. But B, you probably shouldn't because there's like it's picked up stuff in the atmosphere.
We have
That's
pollution here, so
What do
like,
you mean?
good.
It's picked up stuff in that.
Like there's dust in the air or like pollutants, like it's there. I don't know. I've never had a problem drinking rainwater. I do it all the time, and I'm an engineer.
Wait, Mr. Glenn, are you being serious?
Yeah, but I don't drink it like if it comes off of the roof and then you drink that. That's just all the gross.
Oh, you just spit out a bucket and.
I love this.
Okay, more questions? Yes.
Couldn't you like freeze water too? Because doesn't like certain amount of like cold temperature actually kill bacteria?
No, it's gonna be there. You're probably killing the bacteria, but you're probably not getting rid of everything. Excuse me. Can you freeze water to get rid of bacteria?
No.
What happens to it?
It freezes, stays there
Why?
because it freezes.
Exactly. Thanks for listening.
You see?
It's okay. I'm fine if I'm wrong sometimes. Yeah. So it's still gonna stay. It's not gonna go anywhere. You're still going. Just stop. Just stop. There you go. Okay. Oh, it's her fault. Right. Sorry. How dare you engage him in conversation? Oh, that's right. That's why I moved you there. It is your fault. Because you had to turn backwards to engage him in conversation. That's good. Here, it's a gas. You're probably not recollecting the gross stuff. I mean, that's basically it. Definitely, if you're using salt water, you're not recollecting the salt from the gas form because the salt's going to sit at the bottom.
Fancy.
I'm confused at the way that you're raising your hand. Your fingers are all together and it's like tilted. It's like, open, like just, isn't the natural state of your hand to be like, what's up?
Oh. I don't. How does rainwater collect stuff in the atmosphere? Like when it evaporates, all the stuff's left behind, right? Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll have to do it. Someone can do that for science fair next year. What's up?
Drinking rainwater.
Certain amount of like chlorine to detoxify.
You did that.
Yes, but then you are detoxifying your body by drinking the chlorine.
Chlorine.
There's so many other things.
Alright. So, walk down. Ryan, go. Louisa, go. Grace, go. Saya, go. I'm trying to finish. We only have 3 minutes left. Go. Get a drink. Come back. Goodbye.
The whole
Go.
class?
No.
Wait, no, I didn't
Goodbye. You go.
No.
I didn't look at you. She said, I didn't know that.
Now that all the bad students are done.
Go. All right, that's it. You can back.